clean. 2 pit stops, one within 5, one after. I'll give you guys the information. We're going on the sound of the tone. We had a good battle last round. Oh, big mistake for Doug. Trying to get by traffic. Good job, Charles Monet. Good job on the sportsmanship there, letting him go. Got some traction rolling going on now. Traction's coming up. Set up those cars, drivers. Oh, watch the straightaway, watch the straightaway, watch the straightaway, watch the straightaway. Watch the straightaway, clear. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Smart move, Charles Monet going into the pit. Good move, good move.
9 minutes
That's
left.
1 down, 4 to go, drivers. Doug is your leader. Victor follows by 2 seconds. James Gardner in third. Doug in that yellow car. Victor Garcia in the red, running behind him by 2 seconds. James Gardner in third. All on lap number 5. Everybody else on lap number 4. There's your leader in that yellow car, 14 flat. Victor Garcia right behind him in the red car, behind by 2 seconds. James Gardner in third, Charles Monet, James Garcia, Victor Jr., and Kevin Berman. Kevin Berman takes it off. Doug in that yellow car, 13.9. Victor Garcia pulling in a faster lap, 13.7. 1.5 second lead for Doug. Doug makes a little mistake. Here comes Victor running him down. Doug 14.4, Victor Garcia with a 13.7, 1 second lead for Doug. Victor Garcia picking a fight now. All over Doug Rebel.
8 minutes left.
That's 2 down, 3 to go, drivers. Doug with a 13.9, Victor matches him with a 13.9, 1 second lead for Doug. Victor Garcia right behind him, big mistake for Doug. Victor Garcia closed the gap. Around the pole, Doug and Victor right behind him. Doug with a 14 flat, Victor Garcia with a 13.6. Half a second lead for Doug. Victor Garcia trying to get that lead. Doug with a 13.9, Victor Garcia with a 13.8. Victor Garcia, 4 laps in, faster lap. Victor Garcia, half a second behind Doug. They're going to come up on traffic. Let those 2 go. Good job. Oh! Victor Garcia takes advantage. Gets the lead now. Victor out front, Doug right behind him. Good job by Victor taking advantage of traffic. Now Doug getting aggressive all over Victor. Oh, side by side. Now Doug with the big lead. Victor runs into traffic on accident. Charles Monet in third, James in third. Victor follows Doug now by 6.5 seconds. Doug with a 13.8 on lap number 15. Victor working on 15. Charles Monet on 14. Victor follows Doug by 8 seconds now. Third place, Charles Monet. James in fourth. James Garcia in fifth. Victor Jr. sixth. And Kevin Berman. Kevin Berman out of the race. Victor Garcia with a 13.9. Fast lap goes to Doug with a 13.2. Doug's still on the same lap as Victor Garcia. 1 more minute, drivers, 1 more minute. If you haven't pit for the first time, you gotta pit now. Now's the time to pit, this is your last chance. Last chance for your first pit, drivers. 40 seconds left, 40 seconds. Doug is in the lead. Charles Monet now in second place, follows by 3.5 seconds. James in third. Doug, Charles, and James all on the same lap. Victor Garcia follows James by 6.4 seconds. James with a 14.1 follows Charles by 4 seconds. Charles Monet behind Doug by 3 seconds. Doug with a 14.8. Charles with a 13.7. Charles catching up to Doug now. Coming up at the 5-minute mark.
5 minutes.
We're at the 5-minute mark now, drivers. 5 minutes, 5-minute mark. Doug is your leader, 14 flat. Charles Monet with a 13.8. Charles Monet follows Doug by 2 seconds now. We're gonna have a battle here pretty soon. Doug 14.2. Victor's the lap down on those two. Let Charles Monet, if you see him, if he gets close enough, let him go. And here comes Charles Monet, nothing in front of him, trying to catch up to Doug. Doug with a 1.5 second lead. We're gonna have a battle here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Doug with a smart pit. Let's Charles go. Charles, your leader now. Let's see how this works out. Doug using strategy. Charles Monet goes in the pit. These guys want to race and win. Both using strategy. We got 4 minutes to go, drivers. Charles Monet trying to gain as much ground as he can now. Doug trying to gain ground. He's the leader. Charles Monet follows by 2 seconds, and Victor Garcia 0.8 of a second behind Charles. Anybody's race. Doug with a 13.6. Charles Monet with a 14.4 follows Doug by 2.5 seconds. Doug makes a little mistake. Here comes Charles Monet right behind him. We got some traffic in between those two. Doug 14.4. Victor Garcia in 3rd place. Charles Monet in 2nd. Oh, Charles Monet gets hit by traffic. Bad luck for him. Now Doug trying to get out of there. No traffic in front of him. Doug with a 13.7. Charles Monet drops off. Big lead for Doug. 3 minutes left. 6.5 second lead for Doug. Charles Monet in 2nd. Victor Garcia in 3rd. David Garcia in 4th. Victor Jr. with a 14.1. Charles Monet follows Doug by 6.5 seconds. Your TQ Mike Kennedy gonna hold on to it. 46.10.12. Doug on a 41.10.05. Charles Monet on a 41.10.13. 6 second lead for Doug. Doug with a 14.5. Charles Monet with a 13.7. Fast lap for Charles Monet is a 13.3. Doug's fast lap 13.2. Dave Garcia's fast lap 13.7. Victor Jr.'s fast lap 13.5. Victor Jr. works his way up to 4th place. Charles Monet still in 2nd, follows Doug by 6 seconds. We got 2 minutes left, drivers. This is race number 2. Race number 3, Mark G, Michael, Alan Yang, Jeff White, Sean Park, Charles Lightfoot, and Roy. Get ready. Doug with a 14.6 on a 41.10.02. Charles Monet in 2nd, followed by 5.5 seconds. Running out of time now. 1.5 minutes to go, drivers. Doug with a 13.9 on the 41.10.01 pace. Dave Garcia in 3rd place. He's 2 laps off of Charles. Victor Garcia's 1 lap behind David. Victor Jr. is behind David. Victor Garcia in 5th place. James Gardner, 6th. And Kevin Berwin. Charles Monet follows Doug by 6 seconds now. We got 1 minute left, drivers. Doug on lap number 38. Charles Monet on lap number 37. David Garcia on lap number 36. Victor on lap number 34. Charles Monet and Doug are both on the same lap. Charles follows by 5 seconds. Doug's got a big lead on the field. Doug with 30 seconds left, cruising to victory. Doug in that yellow car. Big lead on the field, 15.3 for him. Now cruising along, not pushing anything. Doug, 15.3. His fast lap was a 13.2. Charles Monet follows by 7 seconds. We got 15 seconds on the clock. Oh, big mistake for Doug. He's Trying to hold on. 9 seconds left. Charles Monet behind by 2 seconds. Got to get by traffic. Doug still big enough lead for him. 1 second left, driver.
Qualify is done.
And there goes Doug cruising for